Okay, we are slowly moving towards the end of this particular chapter. It's a long chapter, but it covers the fundamentals of, in essence, why there is the field of pharmacy technician in the first place. And we're going to begin again looking at the skeletal system. And basically, when we talk about the skeletal system, we are talking about the bony portion of the human anatomy. Again, Khan Academy have a very good overview of that, and I would suggest that you go ahead and watch that particular video. So the purpose of the bones is to protect the soft tissue and provide structure and support of the body organs. For example, it is our rib cage that protects our lungs and our heart, for example. Having being able to walk is one of the functions of the skeletal system along with your muscles. So there are approximately 206 bones. You have what's called the axillary system, which consists of the skull and spinal column of the vertebra. As you can see here, there's the skull, and then the spinal column along your rib cage. And then you have what's called appendicular bones, and these are associated with your arms here and with your legs, okay, including your hip bones in this particular area. And then you have ligaments and cartilage or connective tissue that holds the skeletal system together at the joint. So where you see joints, many times you will see cartilage between the bones and the ligaments holding the joints together. Okay. What are some of the root words that you find associated with the skeletal system? Let's look at arth for joint, carp for wrist, crani for cranium, dactyl for fingers or toes, femur for thigh bone, fibule, small lower leg bone, humor, upper arm bone, lord, curve, ostia bone, patella kneecap, osteo bone, ped, pod, foot, pelvis, lang bones of the fingers and toes, brachii, vertebrae, scili, crooked, bent, spondyle, backbone, sternum, breastbone, tibiae, large lower leg bone. Okay, so those are some of the major words that you find associated with the skeletal system. Root words associated with the skeletal system. Okay, here we're talking about the female reproductive system. Again, a very good video on the female reproductive video is located at this particular link. This allows for hormones to be produced. Here from the ovary, you have production of the estrogen, allows for the female pattern of the human body. You have the fallopian tube that carries the egg that's produced inside the ovary to the uterus. Uterus is where you have formation of the fetus, and then the vagina, which is the birth canal. And then the mammary gland, which is part of the integumentary system, allows for the production and secretion of milk. Many terms associated with the female reproductive system have cervix, which deals with the cervix, which is the bottom part of the uterus, condyle, knob or knuckle, exclamps, shining forth, gynec, woman, hyster, uterus, lact, milk, mam, breast, mast, breast. Men, example menstruation, menstruy, uterus, ovary, a salping, fallopian tube, talk, birth, uter, uterine, and vagina, vagina. So again, these are the root words associated with female reproductive system. Again, a very good video dealing with the male reproductive system. Here you have the production of sperm and testosterone, which allows for the male pattern that you see with the human. The primary sexual organ is the testes. It's located here, that blue area. And then you have different type of organs associated with that. You have the seminal gland, the vas deferens, which carry sperm through the prostate to the urethra. The prostate gland, which actually provides substance for the sperm. The penis, which contains the urethra. And there are several terms that are associated with the male reproductive system, such as andry, or male, gland, glans, penis, crypt, hidden, orc, testes, orchid, testes, prostate, prostate, associated with the prostate gland, semen, which is semen, sperm, vas, vessel, duct of the vas deferens, varic, varicose veins, and test, which is means testis or testicle. Okay, we have the respiratory system. Again, a great video from Khan Academy, and basically this is associated with the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, the production of sound. So you begin within the nose with the intake of air. It goes through the pharynx. You have what's called oropharynx into where the voice box is, with the larynx, which is located in this particular area right here. Then it goes down to the trachea, okay, which contains your voice box, which is located right there. Okay, and then it bifurcates into two different lungs and separates. And in this particular area here is where you have the exchange of oxygen for carbon dioxide, oxygen coming in to be part of the cardiovascular system, and then carbon dioxide going out to be exhaled. So the function of the respiratory system is, again, oxygen, carbon dioxide exchange, reduction of sound through the voice box, and cooling of the body. You have certain structures that you should be familiar with. Here's the diaphragm. The lung is within the pleural cavity. You have the pharynx, which is located here. You have the larynx, which is located here. The trachea, which is located here. Okay. And then the alveolar site, which is found within the lung, where the exchange of oxygen occurs. And you have certain key terms that you should be familiar with. These are root words. R means ear, aero, gas, bronchus, carbon dioxide, cyanosis, the burn of the individual, blue, larynx or larynx, nase, like nasal, dealing with the nose, oxygen, pectoral, pectoralis, major, minor, muscles of the chest, pneumonia, means pertaining to, so pertaining to the lung, okay, it can be a lethal disease, pneumonia, lung air, pulmon, in lung, pulmonary, for example, respiratory, breath, rhinovirus, virus that is found in the nose, causing cold, nose, and sinus, just sinus. Okay. Please note the video here. Go ahead and go to Khan Academy and put in any of these systems. You'll find all of them there. And the primary purpose of the urinary system is removal of waste materials from the blood. So primary organ is the kidney. The functional unit within the kidney is called nephron. You have inflow, which is your efferent. Outflow is afferent vessels. You have the glomerulus that's here involved with filtration. You have a bunch of tubules. You have the proximal loop Henle distal tubules, and this is just a very simple cartoon of the complexity that's found within the nephron. And then move into the collecting duct throughout the kidney. And this particular area is very important in terms of drug metabolism. The functional unit is the nephron, as I just mentioned. Waste materials from the blood are filtered into right here, secreted into, as located in here, or resorbed from right here. And this is how the body regulates many of the electrolytes. It's via the kidney, and many substances are also regulated, such as salt, via the kidney. Some of the urinary tract words that you should be familiar with is albumin, a protein. It's an osmotic protein, very important in terms of maintaining the osmotic pressure within the blood. Cysts, bladder, glycose, glucose, ketones, lymph, stones, neph, kidney, ren, kidney, kidney, urea, urine, urination, uresis, urination, ureter. Ureter is from the kidney to the bladder. Urethra is from the bladder to outside of the body. And vesic, which also deals with bladder. Okay. All right. So I should have probably put a link dealing with different senses. I think I may have. But again, a Google search, senses, hearing, Khan Academy, they'll have a very good overview of that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the different senses of the air. You have the external air, which is located here. Right? You have the tympanic membrane, which is located here. You have the middle ear, which translates the sounds from outside the body to inside the body. You have malleus, incus, and stapes. Malleus, incus, and stapes. You have the Erythraean tube. The reason why right here. The reason why you sometimes get a clogged sinus is because of the connection between the nasal cavity and your ear. Okay? You have your labyrinth, which is located here, which contains the vestibule, cochlear, and semicircular canals. Then right here is your vestibular cochlear nerve, which transmits not only hearing but also balance. Cranial nerve number 8. All right, body equilibrium here again within your semicircular canals. And the reason why, for example, when you keep on turning around, and you try to stop and you still continue to feel dizzy, is because of the fluids in the air. Your balance is controlled within that particular area. Some of the root words that you should be familiar with dealing with senses: hearing, acous, hearing, acousis, hearing condition, adi, hearing, rumen, waxlight, labyrinth, inner ear, larynge, eardrum, oct, air, sapin, Eustachian tube, and tympan, eardrums. Okay, we still have a little bit more to do in relationship to the senses, and we will get there and talk about drug classification and abbreviation